Alright, so today I want to learn how to do a loop 360 pop shove-it. Alright, first try right here. Oh god. Not bad, but maybe I should warm up with some pop shove-its first. And tie my shoe. Oh my god. Alright, so that was like 5 normal pop shove-its. Now I want to try to do like 5 like stanky leg ones, like get that leg out of the way, add some stank flavoring to there, so that this foot can just do its thing, the board can do its thing, and I'll just catch it. This foot's out of the way, I don't get a shinner, catch it here, land here first, and then boom. That's how I picture it in my mind right now. For foot positioning, what I find is that when I do pop shove-its and my front foot is up here near the bolts, it's more controlled, but what happens is it can't pop up as high because my foot is kind of like in the way. I feel like I can get much more pop here. If I have my foot here, but it's at the same height away from the ground, you can see if I put it closer to the bolts, then the board can't get up as high. So that means I have to lift my leg up higher when it's closer to the bolts and not as high, like not as much effort when it's down here. So I'm gonna play around with that. For back foot, pop shove-its, I always put it like in the middle, and it never flips. It never wants to pressure flip or anything like that on me. I'm just gonna do the same thing, but add an extra scoop of vanilla. Alright, so this is working out way better than expected. So what I'm finding is I tend to want to land like up here, up front, near the front trucks. So I gotta lean back, and when I lean back, it actually kind of helps scoop it around more for some reason. I did have to move my back foot from like the middle of the board to a little bit over, but not completely, not like toes hanging off, just like over here. And that gives us some extra scoopage. And front foot around here seems to work a little bit better because I just feel in more control. And lastly, I want to like kind of anticipate the catch, so I kind of end up like catching it like kind of like 270 right here, but I got to keep my shoulders kind of squared off and parallel to the board and just wait for it to complete the 360 and just catch it right here. So like it's really tempting to open up my shoulders, but I kind of almost have to like think of it as a backside big spin or like a backside 180 and really just like force my shoulders to stay parallel to the board. Alright, so that technically counts, but I am going to clean it up. So what I'm finding is I had to move my foot back here towards the middle again because over here it was just starting to flip a little bit. I just had to add an extra scoop of Chunky Monkey. Now I'm finding it's easier to put my foot back here for some reason and to lean back. And also with the back foot to kind of scoop it forward, like try to push the board in front of me. Between leaning back a little bit and scooping it in front of me, it kept it actually underneath me for some reason. Uno mas. One more. So what I learned this time was front foot weight on the heel side. For some reason, that keeps it nice and leveled. I don't know why. Oh god. All right, guys, lots of work left to be done, but it's getting dark and I gotta get home. So I was pretty happy with that one. Landed pretty much kind of bolts. It almost pre-mode on me, but I controlled it. Well, not really, I just kind of lucked out. So to recap, here's what I did that helped me learn the 3 shove. Not really in the middle, but somewhere between near the bolts and in the middle. Weight on the heel side with the front foot. Back foot right in the middle. Lots of scoop, like the ball of the foot really on the tail. With this kind of kicking motion, kia, like in front of me. Shoulders squared off, parallel with the board. Maybe even fight to kind of like close off the shoulders, because leaving it open is definitely no way bueno. Weight kind of generally towards the back a little bit to help shoot the board in front of you. And the last thing I learned was to have my shoulders over the board, like over this way, because when I popped it, like it would want to jump out in front of me this way. So to anticipate that, I kind of had to lean that way. All right, so it's a lot to think about and it's gonna take some time for it to get into my muscle memory, but that's as much as I can do today. That's all the time I have right now. I gotta go home, gotta go have din din. So see you guys later.